Hey everyone, it's Mikey-chan. Many children seem wise beyond their years. We're like old souls. But what if that's true and they are indeed old souls? And what if they're not only old souls but can also remember their past lives? So here are some of the things that kids have said about their past lives. And yeah, they're pretty freaky. Just want to note, I can't really verify these things, so you can decide for yourself whether you want to believe it or not. My only advice is don't watch this video alone at night. And if you have a kid or a little sibling or a little cousin or something, yeah, don't watch it with them either. Not because they're going to be scared, but you might be scared of them. This mom said that when her son was only 3, he told her that he really liked his new daddy, saying that he's really nice. Of course, her husband, his father, was his one and only daddy, so she was kind of confused and she asked him, why is that? See, this is why you never ask. You should know by now that something creepy is coming, so lesson to you all. If and when your kids say something creepy like that, you just smile and say, oh, that's nice. But of course she had to know, so she asked her kid why, and her kid replied back, my old daddy was really mean. He stabbed me in the back and I died. But I really like my new daddy. He'd never do that to me. This story comes from a dad who said that when he and his wife was getting their 2.5-year-old daughter out of the bath one night, they were briefing her on how important it was that she kept her privates clean. Then their daughter casually replied like it was nothing, oh, nobody scruffs me there. They tried one night. They kicked the door in and tried, but I fought back. I died, and now I'm here. A little kid around 5 or 6 said to his parents out of the blue one day, before I was born here, I had a sister, right? Her and my other mom are so old now. They were okay when the car was on fire, but I sure wasn't. This next one is from the older sister of a girl who said that when her little sister was younger, she used to walk around the house with a picture frame with a picture of their great-grandpa in her hands, crying and saying, I miss you, Harvey. Harvey was their great-grandpa's name, and he had died even before the older sister was born. Other than this common occurrence, the younger sister would constantly say things that only their great-grandma Lucy would say. This story comes from a girl who said her older sister was born the year their grandmother on their dad's side died. And according to her dad, as soon as her sister was old enough to talk, she said the words, I am your mother. Now, I'm kind of wondering if her dad's name was like Luke or something. The parents of a little boy said that he told them recently that he used to be a firefighter and we got called to a fire. There wasn't any family inside the house, so we just put the fire out. Then the fire truck caught fire and I died. A few nights later, the boy elaborated that he didn't die in the fire, he was taken to a hospital and that's where he died. This person actually remembers what she told her older sister when she was a kid. She remembers telling her that my husband was captured and fire was everywhere. I took my young son and ran. My son couldn't run fast enough. I knew we would get killed, and I had my husband's knife on me. I wanted to leave a clue. I wrote in capitals, Croatoan. We were caught and my son was killed before I was killed. I was stabbed in the stomach with a knife. And after she said this super creepy pee-inducing statement, she just went back to playing with her dolls like nothing happened. But this girl says she can still picture the horrifying scene and her son to this day. In this story, this person said that when I was 2 or 3, I was talking to my grandmother and told her that my mom and dad weren't my real mom and dad. My grandmother, knowing this wasn't true, said they were. I calmly explained that no, my real mom and dad were killed when the bad men came. I had lived because my mom hid me behind a rock. I then went on to describe white men with guns and us dark people with long hair. When I was done, I went back to eating my ice cream. You know, that's what really makes kids adorable and sweet and absolutely terrifying is that they say things, but they don't really understand what they're saying. And they could be doing anything, yeah, like eating ice cream. Oh, this ice cream cone is so good. My other daddy killed me. Oh, can I have some sprinkles? This next one is super short, but for some reason, one of the scariest ones for me. So let me kind of paint the picture here. This person who submitted this story was riding in the car with his mom and dad and a 3-year-old cousin. So just imagine this, a family driving down the street, they're having a good day, everything's normal. Then this little 3-year-old points to a random house from the car and goes, "I died there." I mean, if you were the mom and dad, what do you say after that? I'll tell you what you don't say. You do not ask the kid to elaborate on that story. Just smile and say, "Oh, you died there? That's nice." This one comes from a girl who said she was in her room at about 11 at night when her little sister, who was about 10, came in and wanted to sleep in her bed. So this girl asked her little sister why, and her little sister said, "I watched your sons burn up in the fire. Their screams are keeping me up." This father wrote that his 3-year-old said to him, "Remember when I was the grown-up and you were the little boy?" Finally, a teacher posted this story about her 5-year-old student who told her that his dad's brother died the day before he was born, so they named him after the uncle. The teacher thought it was just some, cute thing that kids say, which as we know by now is never the case. So she said, "Oh, so your parents say you act like your dad's brother then?" The kid looks at her so seriously and says, "No, I am my dad's brother. I remember all about him. When he was a kid, he was such a little pansy. His favorite song was Smells Like Teenage Spirit, but he also likes Girls, Girls, Girls. I couldn't stand his music. I still like Hootie and the Blowfish." He then proceeded to tell his teacher the pranks he would pull on his brother in the TV shows they used to watch, like Wild and Crazy Kids on Nickelodeon. When she asked him if he talked about this at home, he said, "Yes, it makes my mommy cry, and Donnie, or I guess he's my dad, keeps saying he can't believe it, but I know he does. I sit at dinner sometimes and go over all the mean things I used to do to him." So I hope we all learned something today. If you have a little kid or a little brother, sister, cousin, whatever, and when they randomly say something super creepy, and they will, just smile, tell them it's nice, give them some ice cream, and move on. Because you know what? Peeing your pants? Not that fun. But on a more serious note, there have been a lot of cases of kids remembering their past lives, and many of these cases are very hard to dispute because the kids actually remember very clear details. So if you want to know more about that, then check out my video right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.